All right, kids, how are we doing today? So we are out in the backfield. We did not end up getting our field mowed or hayed this year, just with financial stuff and time, and honestly, it's not the greatest quality hay. Again, cows would have eaten it; it would have fed out, and then especially now that we're not doing beef this year, it just really didn't. We're ending beef this year, I should say. It didn't make much sense to hay it. We are definitely going to be doing quite a bit of work to get this field back to what it needs to be for sure. It's going to take years. It's going to be a lot of work. So this year, what we are doing is I am just brush hogging the field because it is better to actually cut what is existing instead of just leaving it over the winter. So I'm just going through and we got the brush hog put on the tractor, but I also realized I've never done a walkthrough of this beast. Now, me and this tractor got a real love-hate relationship. My boss helped me buy this, or when I was at the USDA plant, and it is a great tractor. It has done a lot for me. So she is a 1984 Massey Ferguson 50E. So this is essentially, it's almost not even a tractor. It's almost a loader. It's the closest you can get to it. And I do love this thing. I picked this thing up for $3,000. We've probably put about $2,000 into it. When I first bought it, my boss went, "You're going to need new batteries, you're going to need a new starter, and you're going to need a new alternator." And everything went pretty much in that exact order. And I am not a mechanical person. I have learned since I've bought this, and I do not suggest learning to be a mechanic on 60-year-old British heavy equipment. It's aggressive. But like I said, we've switched out the starter, alternator, battery terminals. She's not pretty. She's really not. She's had her issues. We did get some new shoes put on the girl. They were pretty slick when I got them, and it was a little rough. So we got some new tires on it. At the moment, I need to get the power steering cylinders repacked because we've had a leak for quite a while now that I just add hydraulic fluid to it. It's been one of those things where I haven't had a time where I don't need a tractor for a week. And then brush hog, my wife's uncle actually gave to us. One of his friends was throwing it out, and he's a fabricator, so he completely rebuilt it and just showed up with it one day and he goes, "Hey, you need a brush hog?" And I go, "Apparently I do." So it works pretty great. So essentially what I'm going to do is, it's not going to be a super long video. I just want to get a little more content out, some good shots of the field and everything. So I'm going to set you up for a little bit and just do some mowing. We'll probably mount the camera to the tractor at some point and get some good shots. But other than that, just listen to some nice music and watch me go really, really fast on a tractor. So let's get into it. right, kids, so we're back. So it's the next day. Had to run in and do some stuff. End of the last couple of videos. So we came out here, got the whole rest of the field mowed. It is very swampy in that back corner. I've known that for a long time. It's a super low spot. The groundwater here is pretty friggin' high. So just one of those things you got to deal with. I didn't really touch this area over here. I got to clean up a little bit more of that before I take the brush hog off. But for what it is, it's good. I'm hopefully gonna be tilling some of this and just kind of turn over some of the soil because it hasn't happened in a long time. I don't remember if I said it at the beginning of this video because it was a day ago. We are planning on doing some rotational grazing across this at some point. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna keep it a hayfield or what we're gonna do. I've thought about planting some fruit trees or some oaks or something like that in here and pasturing pigs across it. Time and money, man. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. But I figure while we got here, we'll go ahead and we'll do a little checkup on everybody. So we still have Nubs. We decided to keep him. He'll be 2 in February. So he's doing really well. He's a what was he? Hereford Holstein mix, and he is looking like a tank. He's super happy right now because he's getting grain again. He's like, oh, this is great. What he doesn't know is why he's getting all that grain. Say hi, Nubs. He's a good cow. He's always been a little flighty, but cows, man, is what it is. I am a little bummed to be getting out of beef for the time being, but it is what it is. Financially, it doesn't make sense. Definitely won't be the last cows I ever raise, but for a little bit, we're going whole hog. And speaking of, let's go ahead and show you these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. Here are all the babies. They are getting freaking huge. All their colorations are coming out super cool. Mama's doing great. She is such a great mom. Of course, I forgot my microphone, so that was probably super loud. But it's super interesting to see these guys grow out and see just the different body compositions. And of course, we got little Carmen over here. She's still kicking. She's doing a good job. She is smaller than everybody else for sure, but she's filling out. She's doing well. It is coming up on where we're gonna have to figure out a date for castration of these guys, which will be interesting, and more than likely there'll be a video on that. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that for YouTube, but we will see. But they have full run of this pen and they are running around like crazy. They've started eating solids, which is good. This is my little buddy over here. I haven't named him yet, but he is super curious about whatever's going on. That and these red ones with the white faces, they are super curious and they are freaking gorgeous. So, and Carmen's just running the roost. What's going on, Bubba? All right, we'll come back here. Look at the big feeders. These guys are doing fantastic and they are growing out so well. I can't for the life of me remember how old they actually are. We're planning on putting these guys in freezer camp around November, December. And they are right on track. You can't even tell which one is the runt, but they are freaking tanks and super sociable. And as you can see, they have done a number on this paddock. So it's getting to the point where we will be putting them into this back paddock. My plan is we're gonna pop out these 2 T-posts over here, put in another H-brace, and I've got a wooden gate left over from something that we're just gonna pop right here. So that way I can toss everyone in and out, pay no attention to my super janky ground line right here. You can tell I was done with the job. Does work, so I guess that's all that matters. But I'm very excited to get them in here. They're gonna have full reign of 3 acres, and I'm excited to see them use every square inch of it. So, but yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, these guys are doing great. Everything at the moment is doing real well, and I appreciate the calmness of it. Yeah, once we start weaning and start castrating, that's when things get crazy again. I definitely have to go through and weed whack all these fence lines, because they respect the electric fence a little too well. So everything's starting to get overgrown, especially over in Tally's pen. Things are pretty overgrown. I know my electric is not where I like it. They respect it, and they'll get zapped a little bit, and they'll learn the lesson, but it's something I need to take care of, especially once we get them into that back paddock. But again, Tally is such a good friggin' mom. And I've had my 4-year-old in here, and no hostility whatsoever. She loves coming in, playing with the piglets. Little Miss Carmen's enjoying the sunshine. But these guys are getting big. Again, I can't wait to see how they actually do fully grow out. So there will be more to come on that. And here's my little friend coming up to see us again. What are you doing? Huh? All right, fine. Get out of here. No? You want to come back? Okay, fine. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it was just kind of a little farm update of what's going on. But there will be more to coming up. I've got a handful of pigs, handful of beef coming up in the next couple weeks. So we'll definitely try and get more shop videos out. But until then, we will see you next time. Have a great day.